From the Kiss 92.5 studios in Toronto, Canada.
Are you ready?
Ladies and gentlemen.
This is Roz and Mocha.
It's Roz and Mocha. What's going on?
Hey guys, this is Bruno Mars.
This is Selena Gomez.
The Chainsmokers.
Lady Gaga.
Calvin Harris.
Celestia Cara.
This is Ed Sheeran.
You're listening to my boys Roz and Mocha.
Roz and Mocha.
My boys Roz and Mocha.
The Roz and Mocha Show.
Between Roz and Mocha, who is your favorite?
Mocha. Roz, it's Mocha. You guys are so funny, man.
Congratulations, Lisa! Wow!
You just won $1,000.
That is amazing. Y'all just made my entire morning. Keep it up.
You guys are awesome, man. This is the Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
I don't know how to feel about this story. Embarrassed for the person who owns this phone, or upset at the person who found this lost phone.
Oh.
And what they did.
Oh, no. Not one of these.
Someone found a lost phone at a ski resort in Australia.
Okay.
And they wanted to get the phone back to the owner. So they took a photo of the front of the phone, back of the phone, but when they flipped over the phone to look at the front, the phone was unlocked because I guess the person had used it recently, just went down the ski slope, phone fell out of the pocket.
Okay.
Open on the screen was a list of 8 life goals that this person has.
So rude.
So the person who found the phone screen grabbed all that or took a photo of it and then posted it online.
Yeah.
And some of them are like normal, right? Like quit nicotine, have $25,000 in the bank.
Yeah.
Person said, get good grades in college.
Yeah.
Have a motorcycle. Get jacked and be 191 pounds. That was actually number 1 on their list.
Get jacked and be 191? Nice.
Right? Good goal. And then you get goal number 6, 7, and 8.
Okay.
Number 6, get better at fighting.
Come on. So sad. Oh.
Number 7.
So rude. Yeah.
Have 3 girls on the roster.
Oh, no, dude.
And number 8.
Yeah.
Don't get a haircut for 3 months.
Why not?
Come on.
You don't know.
Wow. If you plan on not doing something, you don't need to put it on your goal list.
Like, friendly reminder, don't get your haircut.
No, I disagree. I think you have to put it on there so that you remember not to do it.
How would you,
No, because when it comes time for you to normally get your haircut, just don't go get your haircut.
You just don't go get your haircut.
Or if you just want to grow out your hair, you just want to grow out your hair.
Growing your hair is the easiest thing to do. Yeah. Like, if you don't want to get a haircut, you don't have to write a reminder in your phone, don't get a haircut.
Yeah, you literally do nothing.
Like, are you accidentally frequently almost getting a haircut?
Yeah. Whoops.
Damn, it happened again.
I'm at the barbershop.
How many girls did he want on the roster?
3.
3?
Yeah.
Not till he's 191.
Damn.
But yeah, so somebody found someone
That's
else's
so rude.
phone. And when they looked at the phone, it was unlocked. And on there, it had a list of goals.
I've never done that. I've never sat around and written out a list of goals before.
Like a vision board or anything like that?
No,
Pinterest board?
No, I never did any of that stuff.
Get jacked and be 191. Quit
Yeah.
all nicotine. Have $25K in the bank account. Motorcycle. Get good grades in college. Get better at fighting. Have 3 girls on the roster. And finally, don't get a haircut for 3 months.
This is the Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Aaron, welcome to the Roz and Mocha Show. Aaron texted in, Roz. Hey, guys, I'm just checking in to see if Roz is okay. He seems particularly crusty since coming back from holidays.
Oh.
Girl, what do you do?
No.
This is every day.
No, I think you're completely mistaken. Because this is me in my natural state. What you heard before holidays was me looking forward to holidays.
That makes sense.
Now I'm just back to normal. Make sense?
Try living with
It
that.
does make sense. Try working with it every day, right, Mocha?
Yeah.
What the hell, man?
14 years. Almost.
Like, why am I getting ragged on today? I was in a great mood.
Were you, though?
No, but... Sorry, can I redo that? I was pretending to be in a great mood.
It was only out of concern. There was no meant for shade. I just thought that something seemed off since you were back.
God. Out of concern. You can get away with anything if you say it's out of concern.
Do you want to call every day at the same time?
You could talk.
Good one.
You could talk about my weight and just be like, I'm just concerned. It's still going to ruin my day. You know what I mean?
Was there anything in particular that stood out on the show this week, Aaron, that was cause for this concern?
The Fix My Life about the woman calling in about the bridesmaid or the dress. You kind of were a little harsh. Do you remember that one?
No.
He's going to have to go back and listen to it on the podcast.
I don't remember. I'll tell you now, I was in a great mood and now I'm not. Now I'm back to being in a horrible mood again.
I'm sorry I've ruined your day.
Well,
so back to normal.
I just
Aaron.
add you to the list. Maury ruined my day earlier.
This sounds
Mocha
like a
ruined
conversation
my
of every
day. Shems ruined my day twice already today.
I'm in good company.
Yeah, you are. Yeah, it's
what
fine.
What does your family do when you're in a rotten mood every day? Like, do they poke you or something?
What do you mean rotten mood every day? My family's never. My family rarely says that I'm in a rotten.
What do they do so we could do that here?
Leave them alone, I guess.
Yeah, man. They do what normal people do, which is they ignore me.
See, I wasn't ignoring you. I was checking in on you.
Because she is concerned.
Okay. Well, I appreciate your concern. But don't you know from listening to this show, anytime somebody comments on my mood, all it does is ruin my mood?
I do, but I didn't anticipate this conversation, so I thought I was safe.
No. No.
Aaron, love you lots. Thanks for the concern.
Yeah. Thank you for calling. This is amazing. Have a great day.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
I'm trying to figure out this would you rather question. Hold on here.
Yeah.
Give me a second.
Oh, I don't think it's meant to be dirty.
I know. Why'd you say it like
no,
that?
I said it like I'm excited for a would you rather.
No, you
It
didn't.
came out wrong.
No, you didn't. No, you didn't.
Or
You
is it
said
should be like, oh, right.
No, stop. I don't need you to say anything. Especially, oh, yes. I don't need you to do that. Please don't do that. My headphones are turned up very loud. That sounds like very weird to me. Stop it.
Okay, go.
Give me a second. Don't tell me what to do. Now I'm not doing it.
So what? We're just going to
No,
sit?
stop. I listen, don't tell me what to do. Okay? Just chill, man. Can you chill? Okay. Just please chill. I don't know what's the matter with you today. Thank you.
Okay.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
No, so the question was, hold on, let me read it. Would you rather be famous and respected after you die or just kind of successful while you're alive? Oh, I know what they're asking. So it's like Van Gogh, right? So when Van Gogh was alive, I think he sold like one painting his whole life. And then after he died, he's considered to be like one of the greatest. So,
like Warhol.
So, no, Warhol was super famous when he was alive.
But his paintings never sold well
he was
until after he died.
I just gave the example.
Yes,
I literally just gave the example.
Jesus.
I just gave the example.
What's wrong with two
I
examples?
don't need you to give an example.
Give it too late.
Remember when somebody said, like I was getting, okay. Maury, just chill for a second. Okay? Mm-hmm. You will. I'm going to ask you the question. Mm-hmm. Going to ask you. Mm-hmm. So the question was, would you rather achieve minor success while you're alive, but then be forgotten, or achieve no success until you're gone, but be remembered as a legend for hundreds of years?
Oh,
that's the
easy.
question.
That's easy.
Which would you take?
I'd rather have minor success while I'm alive and then be forgotten.
No way.
No, Maury?
What? What does it matter when you're dead?
What does that matter?
But then everyone will talk about you forever. You're legendary.
You won't know.
You will reap no benefits from it at all. Like if you did something while you were alive that after you died went on to make billions of dollars, you would see nothing of it, and neither would your family.
I know, but when you're alive, you're only a little bit known.
Oh my God!
I'm really surprised by you, Maury.
I don't know if I've ever.
So you'd rather be super famous whilst alive?
No, I never said super famous whilst alive.
The option.
Whilst. Don't say whilst. You know,
said the word wrong.
when I was writing my book, you have to send chapters off to editors and all that stuff, and every now and then they would sneak a whilst in, and it got to the point where I had to write like a letter being like, guys, I can't continue to just remove all the whilsts, right? I'm not a whilst guy, and if that's what I'm remembered for, so be it.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Cindy, welcome to the Roz and Mocha Show. We understand that you have a question aimed at Roz today.
I do, actually. This is a question from my husband. He was curious if you are going to be wearing a traditional Indian outfit to your wedding.
Wait, what?
He thinks that you're Indian. He thinks you're a light-skinned Indian guy.
Hold on. Wait. Roz Weston, the Indian guy?
Okay. So your husband thinks I'm light-skinned Indian?
Yes, he does. He's convinced. I have tried to steer him otherwise to say, no, he's a white guy from Acton. I even Googled you, and unfortunately, your heritage doesn't come up when I Google you. So
No, but what about Google Images? You can clearly see he's a white guy.
I know, but he thinks because of the beard and the hair that he's like, no, he looks like a Bollywood star.
You know,
you don't think I could pass for light-skinned Indian?
You know what? Actually, now that you mention it, Cindy, yes, you really, really could.
Tell your husband yes.
Okay, I'll tell him.
Wait, but
send pictures. Make sure you post them.
But has he not seen like our commercials or advertising? Like
I think
the
he's
posters
basing this on having seen me.
Huh?
I think he's convinced.
And what, Weston's a stage name?
Yep. Fake name, Weston.
Fake name.
Yeah, I went with the most white bread name I could find.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Right?
Have you ever asked him what he thinks Roz's real last name is then?
No, I haven't, actually. We haven't got to
like
that.
West Denver?
I get told all the time by Indians that Roz is a very popular Indian name.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, it is, actually.
Yeah, very popular. So maybe that's it. Maybe
like Rozjeet?
No, just Roz. And
Oh.
it means something. They always tell me what it means, and I don't remember.
Also, the Guyanese in you, bro.
Is it? Yeah.
Also the Guyanese.
Yeah. Look at me. I'm light skinned. Right? I had no idea. But I do tan. Like when I tan, I go like almost purple, right? Like my the way my complexion is. And I get people like thinking that I'm like either when I was younger, people would think that I was like Mexican or Puerto Rican or anything like that, or like Italian, like those those deep Southern Italians. I would get that a lot.
So Cindy, tell your husband, yes, Roz will be wearing a traditional
absolutely.
Indian outfit to his wedding.
I would not besmirch my heritage by not dressing traditional to my heritage.
Okay.
Thank you,
That's good to
Cindy.
hear.
Have a beautiful day
problem.
today.
All right.
Thank you. You too.
The Roz and Mocha Show
Podcast.
Let's talk about something Roz is very passionate about, talks about all the time on the show. Your favorite subject, Roz.
Yes?
Ghosts.
Oh, for God's sakes.
If you listen to the Roz and Mocha Show long enough, you know that Roz is the one always bringing up ghosts.
Mm-hmm.
Big believer.
I know, my gosh. Stop talking about ghosts.
Up, all
I know.
of you.
We're always
much.
like, Roz,
Yeah.
enough with the ghosts.
Yeah.
It's really too much.
Thank you, guys.
Texting us all the time.
Stop
Yeah,
it.
interesting facts about ghosts.
Another ghost meme.
Yeah. Have you guys checked out this new paranormal show?
Okay, stop. All right.
Like enough.
Stop.
In a new survey, 30% of people said that they'd be willing to live with a ghost as long as it was friendly.
Makes sense.
And 20% of people would live in a home where a murder has taken place.
No.
I couldn't live in a house.
A murder house?
Yeah, if I knew a murder happened.
You couldn't?
Never.
Really?
Nope. Not because of ghosts or anything. But it's just, I don't know, it's too... That's too much.
Yeah.
After
too
I saw a
much.
one-legged dead guy naked, I had to move.
I've been hanging on to a secret.
Oh.
Like a
tell.
a secret that like will change a lot of things in my world. that I have not said at all.
Like to anybody in the world?
Anybody in the world, I haven't said anything.
So your wife, your daughter.
Especially not Catherine.
Because Catherine, much like you, big ghost believer.
Huge.
Are you about to tell us you are a ghost?
No. I got a DM about 2 years ago from the guy who used to own our house.
Yeah.
Okay. Found out somehow that I lived there. I don't know how he found out. DMs me and is like, hey, you bought the house for me like, I don't know, 17 years ago, whatever it was. And I was like, yeah. And then he, like a day later, he wrote me back and he's like, let me ask you a question. You ever see anything weird in the house?
No.
And I was like, weird like what? And he's like, I don't know. Like, do you ever just like hear things or see things that are odd in the house? And I wrote him back, no. And then I never wrote him back again.
Oh, well, we need to know more.
But did he write back?
No, I didn't. I stopped communication. Because,
did you block?
No, I didn't block. He goes, hey, Roz, I'm the guy you bought the house from. Quick/weird question. Did you and your brother, because I lived with my brother, ever have the feeling that the place was sort of haunted? I know it sounds crazy. If no, just ignore this. If yes, I'd be happy to share my experience.
And then you never replied.
I never replied.
Oh my gosh, I would.
Yeah. 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 Yeah, I never replied. And then he wrote me a whole bunch more times, and I'm only just reading them now.
Oh, what else did he say?
I'm not saying that on the radio.
Okay. Well, now that the information is out there, you're going to get questioned about this by Catherine when you get home.
Oh, I know. I shouldn't have said this. I've screwed. I've ruined my marriage already.
Yeah.
Right? Keeping secrets.
How long
ghosts.
is it? Can you get an annulment?
Listen, man, shut up.
Right? So then it's like, because isn't there like a grace period? Right? You get an annulment, and then it's like not on the records as being married.
It's like returning bedding.
No,
you have 30
it's
days.
not like returning bedding. Also, who returns bedding?
That's so gross and weird. I want to go back to this real quick.
Yeah.
New survey. 30% of people said that they'd be willing to live with a ghost as long as it was friendly. 20% of people would live in a home where a murder has taken place.
Yeah.
So David Morey took the same question to the people on the streets to find out if they would, A, live in a house with a ghost, or if they would live in a house where they knew a murder had taken place.
All right, what would it take for you to live with a ghost?
Actually, not that much. I think ghosts are pretty cool, but I would love them to be a sports fan. It would be nice to be able to watch TV, but they would know that once the game is over, that they have to leave. And if I have guests over, like I'm hosting, I would not allow them around them. I don't want to freak out my friends.
I would say if I was living with a ghost, if they had the same personality as me and they brought me a beer or something like that once in a while, I would be totally fine with it. Rolled me some marijuana, that'd be really amazing.
Oh, wow.
And we would definitely get along, man.
All right, what about you? What kind of ghost would it take for you to live with them?
She or he would have to have some rules. They cannot elevate my bed when it's just me in it.
So it'd be okay to elevate the bed if you were in there with a guy?
Sure, yes, that would be okay, because then we would have that rule in place. But they can't do it when it's just me at home.
Would you live in a house knowing that a murder took place there?
No. It. I don't want to live somewhere where somebody got killed.
Thank
to
you.
me, it's gross.
Yeah.
I like true crime. I don't want to live in there.
Same.
Not my thing.
Would you live in a house where a murder has taken place?
100%. I'm not really scared of it. I feel like people murder people everywhere.
Wow.
So it's okay if it's in my home.
And what would it take for you to live with a ghost?
Okay, I'd live with a ghost if it was pretty friendly. And I don't like when, people pass through you and you get the shivers. I wouldn't want it to do that to me. But if it kind of stayed around me, I'd dig that.
Okay, 20% of people would live in a home where a murder has taken place. Would you live in a home where a murder has taken place?
Probably not, man. I don't enjoy ghosts. I don't want any crazy shit happening. No, I don't. I'm good for that. I'm good on that, man. I'm good on that.
Even if they cleaned up the body and all the blood?
Hey, I mean, are you going to give me a discount on the property or what? What are we talking about here? At least 30%, at least.
What would it take for you to live with a ghost?
It's got to be a very friendly ghost. I mean, making sandwiches, cleaning up, taking care of all the chores. Other than that, hey, I don't want them. I don't want them.
What about all the scaring stuff?
Keep it PG and we're good. Nothing too crazy. You can scare me a bit, but nothing too crazy.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast. Roz and Mocha's Fix My Life.
What advice can you guys give me?
Okay, so my question is...
Got a problem you can't fix?
Roz and Mocha got you.
All right, Alicia, what is your FML? What's going on?
My new boss is very inappropriate.
You wrote us this. Hey, Roz and Mocha, Fix My Life. A new exec in the office is toxic, dropping N-bombs and bullying, and is just horrible. Not sure if it's worth my mental health. Okay, so that sounds crazy.
Yeah, that's every day. I'm like, this is real life right now.
So does anybody else in the office feel like obviously know what's going on? They have to.
Yes.
And what are other people saying?
Everybody's aware. I mean, everybody's aware, and it's the real estate industry, so it's kind of, lawless a little bit, but everyone's aware of it, and there's just been like zero repercussions.
So before getting this promotion, did the person who gave the promotion know about this individual's behavior and language? Obviously didn't start when he started in the new role.
Exactly, and this is like a 60-year-old grown man, so I mean, this is, I believe that the when they were brought on, they didn't know that he was this toxic. They didn't know that he was a racist.
So hold on a second here. Was this a promotion or is this a new hire?
New hire.
Okay.
Yes, completely. Yeah. New hire brought on about 3 months ago.
Right. Okay. So they wouldn't have known this unless they did their due diligence, and I'm sure the last place would have told them exactly what was going on. But like you said, the real estate industry is crazy and sort of sketchy.
Yeah.
And very sketchy.
So has anyone tried to bring it up with a boss?
So boss was talked to privately, we were told, and then get this, following day sits us down and says, "Hi team," in person. He's a "Hi team. I just want to say apparently there was a story that maybe offended some of you. So just wanted to kind of get that off, like clear the waters." Like, okay, it wasn't the story, sir. It was the racial slurs.
But did anyone bring up during that meeting? Did anyone bring up to this exec, it's actually your language?
Yes, I did, and I think that's too why I have the target on me from this guy.
So what did he say to you when you said that?
That we all need to be a little more professional around here and watch what we say. Maybe
there has to be somebody you can call though? Like if you have a boss that is bullying and racist, and like, is there not a play? Like, I don't know, who do you call in that situation? Like,
legit, what I'm thinking. What's the next step? Because clearly
like the real estate board or something.
Like the real estate board, and like maybe they take his license away, or. I mean, I don't know if this is like, everybody just seems in 2023 to go straight to the Human Rights Commission, but that to me seems like, a little bit of a reach. But like, can you not go to because I know like the real estate board is, they're real prickly about certain things, right?
For sure. Yeah. The thing is, I mean, it's kind of like a, how much do you say? How much, before this, love my job, still love my job. Like, it's been great. I've had zero issues in the 3 years I've been there. And, the last 3 months with this guy, it's just been like, oh, my God, is this really going to be the tip of the iceberg? That's just like I can't deal anymore. I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, I guess you could call a lawyer as well.
Yeah.
Call an employment lawyer and, see what they can do. Because I think that if you started going down the sort of lawyer route, they would sort it out real quick. And do you work for like an independent company, or do you work for like one of the big ones, like a Remax or something like that?
You don't have to say the name of it.
What's that?
It's like a team, right?
Yeah.
So it's like they're under the branch of one of the big guys, but then it's like a team on their own. So it's kind of even more lawless.
Do they not have somebody within their brand management that you could call? You know, like
yeah. I mean, I've escalated this, guys. That's why I'm kind of like, wow. I mean, there's zero repercussions. It's happened twice, and this person. They told the story. I mean, it was like beginning of June, I think.
Yeah.
And dropped these racial slurs. And then I don't know if they forgot they had said this story, and then 3 weeks later said the same story, repeated the same racial slurs.
So not that this I'm just trying to find out who else is in the office here. Not that this matters at all, okay?
Yeah.
But is there anybody black in the office that was around when they said this?
So, funny, there is somebody black in the office, and they were not around when
They weren't around.
I told them because we're
Good, of course, good.
Yeah.
I would first of all make sure that person is okay.
Yeah,
because
definitely.
I'm sure that they have way deeper feelings about this than you do, and I would almost go to them and ask them. I would almost go to them and take their lead a little bit.
Yeah. I know. I was thinking I didn't want to put that on them too. Just
No,
kinda
ask them
right?
how. Ask them. I would go to them and say, hey, listen, we're all aware of this. And when I hear the boss say this, my immediate feelings go towards you. And so I know it's difficult in a situation like this to speak up. I just want you to know that I am here to assist you in any way. And if you need me to handle something or if you want to do this together, let's get it on.
Absolutely.
I think that that's the best way to do it.
No, that's a great call. Roz, honestly, I said to her, if there's anything you need said that you're not comfortable saying or any dirty work you want done, I'm your girl.
Yeah. But I would follow their lead.
Is this really happening in 2023, guys? And yes, it has so much.
Unfortunately, yes.
Yes.
Unfortunately, yes.
Guys, the kicker, this guy pronounces it mango. Sorry, had to.
Wow, you listen to this show. Love it. And love you. Thanks for reaching out. Have a great day.
Thank you guys. You're awesome. Love you guys.
Looking for some advice? Be a part of Roz and Mocha's Fix My Life. Text FML to 925-555.
Kiss 92.5.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is official.
What?
He is now off the market.
Oh, yeah, me. Hey, come on now.
Big up. Congratulations to our very own Roz, who is now a married man.
It all went well. Thought it was a great wedding.
We could finally talk about the wedding.
Yeah.
Roz and Catherine, husband and wife.
Ooh, girl.
There's no turning back now.
No.
Despite how Catherine may feel sometimes.
Most times, I would say. Most times.
This wedding was basically on lockdown in terms of information getting out there.
Yes.
So much so that evening, I took my phone out one time only, and I took one single photo of you and Catherine dancing, the one that I texted to you.
Yeah.
And that was it.
Yeah. Oh, you're great for that.
No,
you're great for that.
No IG. Jen and I didn't even take a photo together.
No, that's really
venue.
wild.
I didn't take any photos with any of the other people there.
I didn't see a lot of phones. People that had them out.
Yeah.
No,
it was the only wedding. We're like,
yeah, it's weird, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, normally normally the next day it's all your friends start sending you all their pics and stuff like that. I think I got 3 messages.
Yeah.
That was it.
So
but yes, no, it was lockdown. I don't know. I mean, it's all sort of a blur to me.
I'll point out that Roz was still the first one in the group chat to send his Wordle that day.
I was.
First one up. I thought maybe the man would get up and
no,
get dressed, have a drink, whatever.
No, because we were at it happened in the city, so we stayed over the night before at the hotel, right?
Yeah.
And then the next morning, I just woke up at the hotel, and then I had to go home and feed the cats and stuff. So I just drove home. So I was hanging out
You went home, had a coffee, did your Wordle, and then went back to the hotel?
Hours later.
Wow. This man really wanted his me time as a bachelor.
Yeah,
huh?
it was my last minutes as a bachelor. I sat at home alone.
Classic.
No, but we didn't want a lot of formalities that weddings had. So when it came to the planning, the philosophy of the wedding, right, was that we did it at the Drake, right? Downtown, and love that
The Drake
place.
Hotel,
The
by the way.
The Drake
Not
Hotel.
Drake's mansion.
No. We did it, and it's funny, all their literature now in the hotel rooms is this hotel in any way affiliated with Drake? And they're like, no, it's not. This has been around for a lot longer than Drake has, everything else.
Yeah.
But we wanted to get rid of the sort of formalities of weddings, right? So there was no assigned seating. The bar was open the second you got in. There was going to be food nonstop, top to bottom.
Yeah. Thank you, by the way.
And you're very welcome about that.
That was
and
appreciated,
then,
trust
and then
me.
at some point, there was going to be like a quick pop-up wedding with a super short ceremony.
Yeah.
No speeches, just party after that,
Yeah.
right? Like just sit,
And
hang
that's
out,
exactly what it
enjoy.
was.
And that's all it was, because I didn't want to do any of that other stuff. So we did a thing the night before where Catherine's dad said something. We had a small family thing the night before where Catherine's dad said something and my mom said something, and we did it all privately, right?
Yeah.
We didn't.
That's beautiful.
We didn't drag all that sort of emotion out to the crowd, but it was a lot of fun. I had a pink suit.
Yeah, you had
shiny pink suit.
Roz had 2 outfit changes.
Three outfit changes.
I only remember 2.
Yeah, I changed into a white suit with one shirt, and then I went up and I changed into that same white suit with a different shirt underneath.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow, how am I going to know that?
I had 3 outfit
After
changes.
all the food and drinks.
Yeah, I know,
And shoes,
I know.
too.
And shoes, yeah. I spent a lot of the night barefoot.
You really did.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've never seen a man kick off his shoes so fast
Yeah.
after the I do's.
Yeah. I
Get out
spent
of your shoes.
Yeah, but Roxy and I went and had suits together. We had them made together, me and Rox, because she wanted a
Beautiful.
suit.
That was so cool, man.
Yeah, and
That was
the
so
guys at Farihara did them, and they were just like dope, like shiny. Hers was red shiny, and mine was pink shiny.
Yeah, you guys look amazing.
And Catherine had a white dress, and we looked like Valentine's Day. Like it was just awesome.
Oh,
Yeah, it was just awesome. And then
I like the part of the ceremony when Roz's daughter Roxy had to say to him, like, get your glasses or something. That was like the vows. So not only did she remind you to take your glasses out, but then in front of everyone flamed you.
Oh,
Which
so
was like,
hard.
those glasses make you look old.
I know. I got flamed so bloody hard.
Yeah, it was good though.
Yeah, and then I did.
What else could we talk? Oh, can I talk about the fact that I loved in the venue as soon as the ceremony was over, they have television screens throughout the room, and immediately Rocky started playing, and it was all in black and white, and I was like, that makes sense because I know Roz.
Yeah,
of course that movie.
So we had Rocky 1 and Rocky 2 playing back to back on all the screens in the bar, because I did the Rocky proposal when I proposed to Catherine, and it meant a lot. And we had Rocky and Adrian cake toppers that were on one of the cakes, which was Catherine found those, which was real cool. But yeah, no, it was just like it was just a fun night, and then I did like
the food.
No,
hold on, guys.
Yeah.
What about the performance?
Oh, yes.
Can we talk about the performance real quick?
Thank you. Yes.
What, did you know Shem? Because Shem, you kind of like
Shem
did a little
knew.
bit of the intro for it.
Yeah.
Right? Like normally, again, secrecy around this entire wedding, normally we would be able to say, and then this happened, and then like play some audio. But because like no phones were out whatsoever, we just have to remember and retell these stories, right?
So I did a performance of the "You've Lost That Loving Feeling" scene from Top Gun, right? And I combined the two greatest scenes from Top Gun, which is the shirtless in jeans volleyball scene.
Yep.
Which I had backup dancers that came out ahead of me, and then I put on like a white suit with like military medals and all this other stuff, and everybody was wearing aviators, and it was like super fun.
Those medals real?
No, they were not real. They were not real. And I had to invite Maury to the wedding because I needed Maury's help getting me backup dancers, which all happened very last minute.
Yeah.
Right? So Maury came through with that in a big way. But the way that I do everything, it's like when I did the proposal. So I have people that I needed their help, right? Nobody up until the day of knew exactly what was going to happen that was helping me. So I had 5 people helping me. And leading up to the wedding, nobody knew the whole story of what was happening. Like everybody had instructions and jobs to do, but nobody knew exactly what the job they were doing was. Right?
I was just told to get hot shirtless guys.
Yeah, I told Maury to get me hot shirtless guys.
I was like, yeah, let me get my phone.
Oh
real
my
quick.
God, Maury's like, I'm going through headshots now. I was getting updates, right? Because I needed the guys to come out in jeans, no shirts, aviators, and volleyballs. And I'm like, and they have to do some sort of choreographed dance. I don't care what they do, but they have to do some sort of choreographed dance.
My favorite part was going, nope.
Yeah, I know Maury was like, he's just swiping.
It was like
no,
Tinder.
no,
Or Grindr,
no. Yeah, it was amazing, though. It was great.
Hey, thanks for the takeout food, by the way.
Yeah, no problem. Oh my God. So at the end of the night, I thought it would be cool if at 10 o'clock I ordered a bunch of pizzas and Krispy Kreme donuts, right? So all the pizzas came and they put them on the counter and people just started taking the whole boxes home. Like people were walking out of there with whole pizzas.
No, that wasn't the intention.
No.
I grabbed 2 donuts for the road.
Also wasn't people. That was Maury.
No, I took the whole pizza.
Other people did it too?
Did other people take the chicken home too?
No.
Oh, I did that.
How many pieces of chicken did you get?
5.
Oh my God.
5 pieces of chicken, Maury?
You know how many pieces of chicken I had, Maury?
How many?
1.
Oh,
yeah, yeah, not cool. Not cool. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed it. But maybe at some point I'll play, or I'll let you play the version of "You've Lost That Love and Feeling" that I did for Catherine.
So good. You got to. So good.
Yeah,
are we allowed?
I don't know.
No, I almost think you should keep it a wedding exclusive.
Yeah. Maybe you're right.
Because it was good.
It was really good.
Right. Maybe you're right.
How does that benefit anybody?
I don't know. I'm not in the business. Well, I mean, I am sort of in the business of benefiting people with this show.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
I got to address a question that we just got on the text line, Roz and Mocha text line.
Yes.
And actually, a bunch of people DM'd this to me over the past couple of weeks. If you haven't heard by now, Roz and Catherine got married.
We did.
But we didn't, nobody posted anything on social. But people would just, I think, assume when we were off on vacation.
Something was going on.
I
was getting congratulations things like from people who had no idea what was going on that morning, who were just guessing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then there was one photo I think I posted. It was like a repost from someone else who took a photo of me at the wedding.
Right.
And I was wearing the medal.
Oh, yes. Mocha Wars runner, winner medal. So great.
Me.
Oh, your wife must have been so happy.
Listen, the amount of conversations I had to have with people when they were asking what and why I had that medal. What would you win that medal for? I just had to listen, guys, I'm a humble dude. I don't like talking about it. But, when you get questioned.
Because the dress code was wear what makes you happy, right? So I was like, Mocha, you better bring your medal.
What do I have in my hand right now?
Your medal. There you
got
go.
It with me at all times.
Yes.
Right? I was at my sister's wedding on the weekend. I posted a photo of my wife and I, and people were like, "Where's the medal?" I was like, "It's in my pocket, just in case."
It's so great.
It's not me at all times.
And your wife hates it so much.
So, somebody said here.
Yeah.
Here's the big question. Did y'all meet Carl and Frank? If you don't know, Carl and Frank are revealed earlier this year that those are his 2 best friends.
Right.
Although Carl and Frank, quote unquote, there are 0 pictures. There's no mention. We don't know who they are. We've never seen them.
And somebody had said that if anybody was going to make up 2 fake friends, they would name their fake friends Carl and Frank.
Yeah. There was one photo that Roz had to go find on Catherine's Facebook page.
Yes.
And it was a photo from 2010.
Yes.
And the claim was that these 2 guys were Carl and Frank. Because even on Roz's phone, you can't.
There's nothing. I have no pictures.
No pictures of Carl and Frank.
No.
So, did we meet Carl and Frank? There was no Carl there. So I didn't meet a Carl. So I can't confirm that Carl was real.
there? Do you know?
Was
Do
Carl
I
there?
know?
Yeah.
Yes.
Was he there?
Yes.
I didn't see him.
He was.
I didn't see him either.
Shut up. He was there.
I met Frank.
No.
I met Frank.
He was there.
Hold on. There was a Frank there.
Yeah, I only know a Frank.
Is that the Frank? The one that I talked to? And I was like, Frank?
Yes.
Because I kind of know Frank as well. And I didn't know if that was.
That's the Frank. There's only one Frank.
The one best friend Frank.
Yes.
Did we meet a Carl?
Carl was there.
I'm now suspicious because the guy the gentleman who said his name was Frank came up to me and was like, "Hey, my name's Frank.
Oh,
I'm like,
stop it.
That kind of feels like a
hired actor?
Yes, an actor would have come up
Did
to
you hire someone as a wedding guest and say if anyone asks your name is Frank?
Just like they do seat fillers at award shows. You bring it to weddings.
Oh, my God.
Hi, my name's Frank.
So hold on.
Hello,
So he
Frank.
went up to you and said, "Hi, my name is Frank."
So during Roz's performance, as I'm trying to get people together,
yeah,
just one person came up to me and was like, "Hi, my name's Frank."
Oh my God,
And
that's
I'm
so
like,
weird.
Oh, hey, Frank.
Can I just say what happened? So
Sure.
there was a meeting that we had quickly before the performance, right? That I wanted to get everybody together and do a run through, and it was me, Frank, and
"Quote unquote Frank,"
and another friend of mine named Mark.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, so now there's a Mark.
No, he was just helping. He was helping. Okay, he was helping. We call him Double J. We call him Double J. Okay. But during all of this, we went looking for Shem and couldn't find him. So Shem missed the meeting. Where I was going to do the proper introduction.
How convenient.
Stop
so
it,
the mystery
all of you.
of Carl and Frank
Stop
continues.
it, all of you.
This is the Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
You all right?
No, I'm tired.
Oh, what's going on with you?
I'm
Why are you so tired?
I was up late last night.
Doing what?
We had family over.
For what? Why would you have family over during the week?
Why? Like, why are you so mad that
I don't understand why anybody would do that. That's crazy to me. Family over during the week.
Bro, it could be family on a Saturday. You would still get to drop the same attitude.
No, not as harsh though.
Yeah.
Like,
no, because my sister got married on Saturday. So we
yeah,
have a lot
so
of...
you were all together already, like a
So
couple
we-
days ago. Sorry, go ahead. Sorry, I apologize.
Triggered.
I apologize.
The true definition of unhinged.
No.
So
No,
early.
No. I
60 seconds into the convo.
I just don't like seeing somebody get bullied. That's all.
Oh my God. No, we had...
The only reason to have family over on a Monday night is because you were bullied into it.
No, not at all. It was my idea. Oh my God. To have family over because of the wedding on Saturday. Yeah. And then we had one of my aunts and uncles from New York who were visiting and they're leaving tomorrow. And then my new brother-in-law's brother and sister from Barbados are also leaving tomorrow.
Did you not see all these people at the wedding?
Briefly.
How much do you need to see people?
Because I love my family. I like spending time with them.
But you just saw them.
But I didn't get a chance to hang out with them. So we had them over for... Hold on.
FaceTime. Okay. Yeah.
Anyway, so I just had
It's
family
fine.
over.
Okay,
and like,
it's fine.
It was a
It's
nice
fine.
time. We had a barbecue.
Fine. It's fine.
Why are you triggered right now?
I'm not triggered.
You are.
I'm not. I think it's weird. That's all.
To spend time with your family?
Not to spend time with your family, but you just saw them.
But what I'm trying to say is that with the busyness of Saturday, we didn't get a chance to like really hang out.
Gotcha.
And whose fault was that?
Gotcha. Catherine sold me out to her mother. Oh my God.
Sick.
Oh
Go
my
for
God.
it.
Okay, so
How?
Because
your wedding was the week before my sister's wedding.
I love Catherine's mom, right? She's awesome.
She's great.
So they came over and they spent a couple nights at the cottage, right? Because they weren't flying out. So they came over and spent a couple nights.
We were West Coast, right?
We were all on vacation. Yeah, they're going back to the West Coast. And I get up early, so I'm up at like 5, right? And then my mother-in-law, Maureen, wakes up, and we're just in the kitchen together, just like kicking it. I'm making coffee, everything else. And I was asked her how the mattress was, because I bought the mattress for $200, and everybody loves it, so I just won't ever shut up about my $200 mattress, right? So I immediately start asking my mother-in-law how the mattress was, which is weird. So then she starts telling me how great of a sleep she had. And then she goes, oh my God, I had the wildest dream.
Yes.
Okay? And it's just the two of us in the kitchen.
Okay, great.
Okay?
And you can't escape.
Oh, hell no. So she then starts telling me in detail of this long dream she had, right? Long dream she had.
What are you doing at this point?
I'm being completely agreeable and interested. Okay?
Are you asking questions?
Not a lot. Normally when people are telling you about their dream, if you ask a question, it throws them off. Right.
Okay.
So I know to shut up when a dream story is happening.
Yeah.
So I listened to the whole thing. Right. Very interested. I do it all.
Can you remember the dream? Can you tell me?
Are you kidding me? Great son-in-law. Okay. Great son-in-law.
How long was the story?
10 minutes.
Wow.
Okay. 10 minutes.
That is a deep sleep.
I am a great son-in-law at this point, right? Supporting everything. Catherine walks right into the kitchen as soon as the dream happens. Maureen looks at Catherine and goes, I had the weirdest, I was just telling Roz about my dream. Catherine goes, how did that go? Nothing he hates more than listening to somebody go on about their dreams.
Yeah.
Damn.
Divorce imminent.
Right?
Really be your own, too.
Yeah.
Right? I was in the clear.
Yeah, she totally sold you
In the
out.
clear.
So what did mother-in-law say?
Nothing. I walked out of the room in shame.
no.
And anyway, that's why you don't have family over on a Monday.
This is the Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Thomas Stuker is on hold. This guy, man, what a life he's living.
He's the world's most traveled man. So he has flown 23 million miles because back in 1990, this is like when you say, God, I wish I bought Apple stock. Or God, I wish I did this years ago. In 1990, because airlines were all in trouble, United Airlines offered a lifetime unlimited pass on United Airlines for $290,000. And he bought one.
Yo, Thomas Stuker, are you there?
I'm here.
Wow.
How you doing, buddy? It's Roz and Mocha.
I'm doing fantastic. Can I give a shout out to all my gang out in St. Catharines?
Sure.
You got gang out there.
Yeah, man. Go ahead.
Oh, no, I have a major gang out in St. Catharines. So
That's incredible. I am so impressed with you and your story. Like we were just talking about it. So the story goes that in 1990, United Airlines offered, and I guess it was because the company was in trouble or something like that. I don't know. But they offered a lifetime pass and you bought one back in 1990 for $290,000. Is that the deal?
Well, actually, the $290 was for a single pass. I spent $510,000 and bought what they call a companion pass, which means if you and I were having lunch right now and you said, hey, I love Chinese food, I say, well, bring your passport tomorrow. We'll go to Hong Kong and I'll get you a nice dinner.
Wow, dude. That's such a baller move.
Thomas, who in your life did you have to convince to spend $500,000 on these lifetime passes?
Well, no. I mean, I had the money. My business is doing really good and we were growing globally. You know, I went to the bank and I said, I need to borrow $500,000. And they go, for what? I go, an airline ticket. And they go, where the hell are you going? The moon? You know.
So how many flights did you take last year?
Last year, I don't know, 300.
Oh my
maybe,
God, 300?
Like
So how does it work?
Yeah.
Like, do you just wake up one day and you say, hey, I feel like going to New York, or I feel like going to Paris, or I feel like going wherever, and then you just like get on that flight?
Yeah, pretty much. You know, yesterday I flew to Hawaii. I picked up my brother-in-law who lives here in New Jersey. I picked him up. I came back this morning. I landed about an hour and a half ago. Tonight I go to London to pick up my buddy who's on a golf tour. And then we're going to go to San Francisco tomorrow, on to Australia. I'm going to get there Friday. And we're going to have a big party because I got a lot of friends in Australia. So we're going to party on Friday night. And Saturday morning I just fly home. And then next Monday, I got some other friends in Australia I'm going to pick up and bring them over to New York. And at the end of the week, I'm going to go to Greece. So, you know, just
God.
First
This is the most insane thing I've ever heard of.
Is your ass perpetually numb?
No. I think my liver might be.
Oh.
I'm still looking for an endorsement from Bacardi. You know?
Thomas Stuker is on the Roz and Mocha Show. Back in 1990, you bought a lifetime pass with United Airlines, 2 passes, $500,000. Have you flown everywhere in the world, or has there been a place that you have yet to venture off to?
Well, I've flown over 100 countries. There's a couple of countries I haven't been to. There's some places in Europe that United doesn't fly to that I still want to go to. For some reason, I always want to go to Poland and Hungary and a couple of European countries. I still haven't been to Vietnam and Laos and some of those countries. And Iceland I haven't been to. I still want to go there. But Antarctica is the only continent I haven't been to. But, I mean, if I want to see penguins, I'll go to the zoo, you know?
Tom, do you get to collect points as well, even though these are tickets you bought years ago? Do you get the points?
Well, yeah, they're called redeemable miles. And over my lifetime, I've earned over 100 million miles. Somehow the lawyers found a little kink in the contract I must have originally signed and said, hey, wait a minute. We're only liable to give you 500,000 a year. So that's what they do now. I'm no complaints, so right? I got my 100 million miles and I spent them. And
do you ever even have to pay for a hotel? Is everything free pretty much when you go? You just use your points?
Pretty much. I mean, I'm taking a 2-week cruise on a luxury liner, Greece, coming up in August, and that's paid for with miles. I've done maybe a dozen or 15 luxury cruises with my miles. I've stayed at the nicest hotels in the world on miles, and oh my God, yeah. I mean, I was even on the Seinfeld show because of miles.
So before we let you go, Tom Stuker, who in 1990 bought 2 lifetime passes on United Airlines, and you've flown 23 million miles. What is your number one travel tip for everybody, no matter where you're going, no matter who you are, to make life easier when you travel?
Okay, this is the number one trip, and there's 4 benefits from it. And that is, get your ass out of bed early and take the first flight. Take the flight at 6 or 6:30 or whatever, because it's A, it's cheaper. B, there's more leg room or more room. You'll have more likely to have an empty seat next to you. 3, you're more likely to get to your destination because it's the first flight of the day, and most of the storms are in the afternoon and evening. And then if you're one of those upgrade, wannabes, you got the best chance for an upgrade because there's more first class seats on that first flight. And if you don't want to wake up and quit bitching about, we'll never get there now, So.
You're the best, man. I love you.
Tom Stuker. Awesome. Lifetime with United Airlines, 23 million miles flown. Just got back from Hawaii. Dude, thank you so much for making time for us on the Roz and Mocha Show.
All right. Give my love to my buddies in St. Catharines.
You got it.
Bro, you can fly here and do it yourself.
I just was up there on a wine tour. Oh. Holy Moses.
Of course.
They know how to party in St. Catharines. I'm telling you.
You're the best, Tom.
Thomas, my guy. Take care, brother.
All right. See you, bro.
Later. Bye.
This is the Roz and Mocha Show podcast. Roz and Mocha's Fix My Life.
What advice can you guys give me?
Okay, so my question is...
Got a problem you can't fix?
Roz and Mocha got you.
RV, hello, it's Roz and Mocha. Why are you here?
I need help with my dad being a dad.
RV, you wrote us this. Hey, Roz and Mocha, fix my life. For the last couple of years, I've started to feel like I'm the parent in the family and had to take on the responsibilities of what would be expected from a father. And when I try to talk to my dad about it, he brushes me off. How can I convince a parent to be more present?
How old are you, RV?
I am currently 35.
35. So when you say that you want your dad to start acting like a dad, what is he doing right now? Like, what are the things he's lacking in your opinion?
I am the eldest son in my family, and I don't really have any adult male figure in my life, except for my dad. A couple of years ago, my mom had a stroke. My mom and dad kind of reconciled after that. But then I'll say about the last year and a half, I've barely spoken to him. He just disappeared pretty much. I have to contact his friends to find out if he's even alive.
Okay.
Because of my mom's stroke, she's not able to do a lot of things, so I've taken over that responsibility. But then, when I message him, and I don't get a response, I don't get anything, I'll have to contact his friend to see if anything's wrong.
Just to get things clear, did they separate it after the stroke, or he just kind of went away? It wasn't like a separation. He just kind of disappeared for a while.
Yeah, kind of, yes.
Oh, okay. Like not living at home?
Yes. He moved to Calgary.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So you're not alone in the sense that very, very often children have to, there's a switch that happens. And it happens when your parents become elderly. It happens after, a medical thing like what your ma went through, where you have to sort of, the roles are reversed, where you then you have to parent your parent basically, right? And it's a very common thing. Like it's that part of it is not unusual. That is extremely common. But I think that what you're dealing with is you feel that this is your father's responsibility and that he should be there. If they're not together, okay, they've dissolved their marriage or whatever relationship they had, and he has moved away and moved on, it's a little douchey for him to not want to check in to see how she might be doing. But at that point, it's not his responsibility to be her caregiver.
That's not what I'm saying. Like, in more of the cases, more my relationship with him.
So you feel like you're drowning and you need support and you have nobody there to help you out.
Exactly.
That's tough. Because he didn't just bail on your mom's needs. He bailed on your needs, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that's hard, man.
Have you had this conversation with your siblings? I assume they feel the same way. Have they had any contact with your dad?
My brother has no relationship with my dad. My sister kind of does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So is your sister the one that then gets more contact with him, like more talk time on the phone or anything? Or even texts?
I could not even tell you because I don't even know if he talks to her anymore because she doesn't even mention him at all.
Have you ever had a great relationship with your father?
Yes, growing up, we had a great relationship. Like he was the best that I could ask for.
Yeah.
I don't know what changed.
Yeah. So you're just missing your dad.
Yeah.
Have you even had a chance to talk to him on the phone?
Last time I spoke to him was Christmas.
And does he know?
Yes.
So when you tell him I need you, what does he say?
His response is usually, I'm always here if you need me. But when I do call him, I don't get a response.
Right. So he doesn't have a lot of time for you right now. And he may feel that his job is done, with you. You're in your 30s. And maybe he's like, I don't know, it's time for you to, be a man and stand on your own 2 feet, make your own decisions and stop relying on me. And I got to live my life and all this stuff. Like, who knows what he's thinking? But not having that relationship when you need it is devastating for, a guy at any age. You could be 16 or you could be 36. And when you realize your old man's not there for you, it hurts like hell.
Mm-hmm. I think the only thing you can do right now, RV, is to lean on your siblings and be the support that your mom needs.
I'm really trying. It's a lot.
It's a lot, man.
I know.
It's hard. It's real, real hard. And, when you are the person who's sort of taking care of everybody else, there's nobody there to take care of you. And when you're the person who's taking care of everybody else, you got to be the foundation, you got to be the walls, and you got to be the protector and the provider, and you got to be all these things. And you don't feel like you're allowed to have a moment. And sometimes it's just, sitting on the phone with your old man for 15 minutes that'll give you that moment, right? And when you don't have that, it hurts like hell. But I'm not saying that it needs to be that. I think that you may be able to find that somewhere else or in someone else. I don't think it necessarily has to be your dad. Because if he's been out of your life for so long and is just not concerned with getting back to you when he knows you're hurting, I don't know if he's the right person for you in this moment. I don't know if you're going to get from him what you're hoping that you're going to get from him.
Because you're just going to keep getting disappointed.
I was afraid you were going to say that.
And when you do get him on the phone, I guarantee you, man, you're not going to get the thing that you're hoping is there. It's not going to happen. But I think that what you're looking for can be found in someone else. I really do. And I think that you need to allow yourself to feel this way. And I think that you need to, be clear with people and not just, the person you're looking to talk to, which is your dad. But I think that you need to be clear with everybody that you also need support. And I think you need to be honest with everyone in your life.
That is true, yes.
Does that offer a little bit of clarity, RV?
A lot more clarity because I was thinking the exact same thing, but I didn't want to come off like I was an ass to my mom or like my sister.
No, dog.
No. You're good.
No.
You're good.
I just want to say, like, Roz, I bought your book.
Yeah,
I couldn't keep on reading it. I had to get the audiobook because it was too much for me to read.
Yeah.
And I could not read it. Like, I was all tears.
Yeah,
So
I
thank
don't
you very much for
recommend somebody like you going through what you're going through to read my book right now.
No, it helped
Especially
me.
all the
It
dad
helped me
stuff.
out.
Yeah,
Oh,
it
RV.
helped.
me
It
out.
helped.
Oh,
Okay,
okay, good.
Okay, good.
Thank you very much.
Okay,
All right,
brother.
RV. Send in love. Take care, bro.
Thank you, guys.
Roz and Mocha's Fix My Life.
On Kiss.
The other day, it was, I mean, we're in summertime and it's hot all the time.
Yes.
Already. And the other day, I saw you posted on Instagram.
Yes.
At Roz Weston, by the way.
Yes.
On stories,
Mm-hmm.
a shot of your beautiful lawn.
Right.
You just finished mowing the lawn at the cottage. And then it was a shot of just the grass. And then from the right side of the screen, you see your hand pop out and you gave like the surfer dude.
Right. Because my lawn is
hand motion,
dope.
right? But I know, and then like you then kind of come into the frame.
Yeah.
But I notice, and it was like 30 something degrees that day. Super hot. And Roz out here mowing the lawn, flexing on the gram, wearing a jean jacket.
Okay, hold on here. First of all, there is not one shred of evidence that I mowed the lawn in a jean jacket.
But still.
There's not one shred of evidence that I mowed the lawn in a jean jacket.
Admit right now, did you mow the lawn with your jean jacket on?
No, I did not. I didn't even mow the lawn with shoes on. Bruh.
What about pants?
Okay.
That's dangerous right there.
Oh, okay. So now you want me to put stuff on. Okay, I see where this is going.
Foot protection? Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
You know, I have a cousin.
Yeah. Who?
Yes. Got his foot
Yeah.
stuck
Yeah.
under the lawnmower and it chopped off one of his toes.
Okay. You got a dumbass cousin.
But he was wearing shoes. I don't know what happened though.
Oh, so he was wearing shoes. Oh, okay. So how did that help?
Well, we're not talking about him right
I
now.
would if my foot's gonna get unstuck under the mower, I would rather ruin just the foot, not the foot and a good pair of shoes. Okay.
Clearly they were trash shoes.
Clearly they were trash shoes.
So
Okay.
hey, so you put the jacket on after? But it was like 30-something degrees outside?
It was. Oh my God. So I was packing up to leave, and I was just about to get in the truck, but I had to stop at the dump, right? And I did a lot of yard work, and I have these bugs in the yards called chiggers, I believe they're called. And they bury themselves underneath your skin and they lay all their eggs. Okay. And so my arm is literally covered in those right now from moving.
In eggs?
Yeah. So here, I'll show you my arm.
No, they laid eggs in your arm?
So they go and they don't start itching for like days afterwards.
So what happens though? Are they going to hatch?
Right? No, they
And then
don't.
crawl through your system?
No, I don't know what they do. But I don't know if you can see my arm here at all. I don't know if you can see it. If
gross!
Yeah, so it's all these lines where you can see that they've moved around inside of me, right? And so I put the jacket on because I had to go and dump all that yard waste at the dump, and I didn't want to get bitten again by chiggers. So I put the jacket on, the gloves on, and it protects me, okay?
So my cousin with the toe.
Yeah.
He just texted me.
No, he didn't. Your dumb cousin?
Cousin Robin.
Yeah.
Big up my cousin Robin,
Oh,
a.k.a.
no.
DJ Rob.
Yeah, okay.
We got a lot of great mixes on SoundCloud.
Okay.
Said, bro, my toe didn't get chopped off. I thought it got chopped off.
Oh.
I thought your sister called
Just
me
the
crying
tip?
and stuff. Maybe it was just the tip.
Just the tip, right?
Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But anyway, yes, I was wearing a jacket, and a lot of people commented on that. I didn't think I was going to get a lot of comments on why are you
they
wearing a
did?
jacket in the summer?
Yeah.
Yes.
Because it's 34 degrees outside.
Yes. So what? So what? I want to wear a jacket when it's 34 degrees. Stay safe.
But meanwhile, mow the lawn barefoot.
Yes.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
What are you going to do to beat the heat, Maury?
Oh, take my clothes off. I barbecued in the rain yesterday. It was refreshing.
Yeah? What'd you barbecue?
2 steaks and 2 peppers.
Maury got roasted. You posted something a couple of weeks ago, man, where you put something on the barbecue that was frozen.
Oh, no.
Steak.
What was it?
Steak. You put a frozen steak on the barbecue.
It fell out of the wrapper and just went clunk.
Oh, yeah. It was like, it was.
So what was the caption?
It was the worst Like it was it looked like everything. You know when you see a commercial, right? For like a steakhouse, I don't know, Ponderosa. What's a steakhouse that people would understand?
The keg?
The keg, thank you, right? Okay, but you know when they show you in the commercial what they're not, right? Like a burger place. You know when they show you what they're not? Where they take the frozen white patty and they drop it on a stainless steel counter and then it spins around
Fresh,
like a
never
dreidel,
frozen.
right? Thank you. That's what Maury's Instagram was. Like he went to open this package that he had this steak in and it came tumbling out of the package and hit the grill with a thud. Like that's a steak.
To do. Oh no!
Thank you.
In slow motion, it looks even worse. Bro, that looks legit like just like a concrete block. It looks like a brick.
Yes.
Right?
Also, it was white.
But it tasted great.
Oh, no, thank you. I did so much eating this weekend. Oh my God.
What'd you eat?
Everything.
Yeah.
I ate everything. Yeah.
Steak, fries, nachos, chicken, chicken wings.
I had chicken. I've been on a thing where I'm eating
everything.
Korean Korean beef ribs, Korean cut beef ribs. I have those. I buy them every other day.
Yeah.
Every other day.
season them yourself?
I'm out there cooking them.
Yeah.
Every other day. They're the greatest.
I know, because they're quick to cook.
Yeah.
Right? And super easy to eat.
Yeah.
And because they're so thin, you can eat a lot.
A lot of them. And you may
And not even
disagree
think
with
about
this. You may disagree with this. I don't know how you feel because you got some weird views on things.
Who, me?
Yeah.
Why you say that?
Because you do.
Like what?
I would argue that the Korean cut beef ribs are almost better cold out of the fridge the next day.
Oh, no. No.
No?
I got to heat that up. Put that joint in the
But you don't know.
microwave.
You've never had it cold out of the fridge. Maybe
Oh,
you
I
should try
have.
it.
No, I have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
no.
good.
No, I like my meat warm.
You do?
All right, man.
Yeah. How do you, shut up, Shem.
Progressive, man. Come on.
But you don't warm, like if you have leftover steak, you don't put it in the microwave.
I will.
You will? But then you're cooking it past the point of what it should be cooked.
I know. But I can't eat a steak cold.
There's only one way to eat leftover steak. There's
With
only
egg.
one way.
Steak and egg.
No, I mean, as far as you take it out of the fridge and you leave it on the counter for 15 minutes and let it come up to room temperature.
No, I can't
That
wait.
is as hot as leftover steak should ever get.
Isn't
Is
that
room temperature.
like illegal? Like against some sort of health code?
What do you mean? It's my kitchen.
I know, but
What do you mean? Health Canada
No,
inspector
please.
showing
Yeah,
up
I
at the
know.
door?
Maybe they should. You should be
Let me
eating
check
meat
your
out
food.
for 15 minutes.
I'm going to snitch on you, barbecuing frozen white steak.
Do you know what else is really good cold the next day?
What?
Tuna casserole.
Yeah, I was going to say your marriage.
That too.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Is your Twitter changed yet? To an X?
Let
My
me see.
my icon
No.
hasn't, but on your desktop, because I use Twitter on my computer here, the logo and the tab is still the bird, but when you log on to Twitter, the bird is gone. It's just the X.
Sorry, say that again. Where am I going?
So on your desktop, if you look at Twitter on the desktop, like just log into Twitter on your computer.
Yeah, I'm on my computer right now.
Let me see.
And it's still got the bird.
Oh, you still have the bird. Why
Yeah.
did your Twitter look different than my Twitter?
Like cooler?
No. It looks stupid.
Whatever, dude.
I think your Twitter looks dumb.
He's jealous.
No, I'm not. Not of your Twitter. looks stupid. I don't like it. Twitter looks dumb.
He's so mad my Twitter's better than his.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
No, it's not.
Bigger, too.
No, it's
and on
shut
the
up.
app, I still have
It's gray, though. How do you feel about that?
the bird.
But the actual
I still have
Yeah.
So what are they
icon.
changing to?
They're changing it to an X.
The letter X?
Yes. It's sort of like an Art Deco designed X.
Okay.
So
So what do we call it now? X?
I think it's still called Twitter. I'm not 100% sure. The thing that Elon wants to do, right, is he has dreams of launching the sort of global version of WeChat, right? Which is WeChat is the Chinese platform that they use for everything. So on your
banking on it,
your
right?
phone, it's one app and it's your banking, it's booking flights, it's ordering food. It's talking to your friends. It's whatever social media they allow you to have. Like, it's one app that allows you to do everything. Everything is centralized in one app as opposed to having to flip through and use multiple apps by multiple developers for multiple different things.
But outside of there, it's never going to work because you have Uber Eats and Skip the Dishes and all that other stuff.
But unless you make deals, like, people would have thought Netflix wouldn't have worked because how do you make all those deals with all those different companies?
Yo, I would use
guess
one
what?
app for everything.
Yeah.
But you have to get all those people on board, like, Canada Trust and all that.
No, because the great thing is that people are already, like, companies will go to where people are, right? And people are already on Twitter. So you don't have to sell the people on a new thing. You just have to alter the thing that people are already using, which is you are then just expanding slowly Twitter to where, maybe you allow people to do this or this or this on Twitter. And then Twitter becomes you're on the app for longer. That is the goal of all the apps is they just want to keep you on their app. Right? Sure. That's it. So now it's an X. But I don't know if it's called, like, is it
They're
still
calling it
called
X.
They're calling it X?
Yeah.
It's not called Twitter anymore?
It's called X.
So what are tweets then? They're not called tweets?
Zeets?
Like, what do you call it when you want to tweet something?
I think I don't know.
Posting?
Posting?
I don't know. Just
Like
keep it
what?
generic.
Posting an X?
I don't know, man. I don't know. But if you're wondering why X-rated is trending today, that's why X-rated
that's
is.
funny.
Yeah, don't click on that.
Why?
So don't click on X-rated?
Let's see.
Yeah, go for it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Oh, yes.
No, just 4 X's down.
Yes.
Or tweets, whatever
Don't
they're
go
called.
6. Don't go 6. 4 is the max.
So we don't know what tweets are going to be
No,
called.
I don't know.
Right?
I don't know.
What
I
are your
have no
followers called?
You still call
Still
followers.
called
Still called
followers?
followers.
Your
Yeah.
exes, no?
What do you call retweets?
Your exes. That's a good one,
Right?
Shem. We should call them your exes.
Your exes.
I have how many ever thousands of exes, right? Yeah, I don't know, but it looks the same. It operates the same, but it's now just called X. It's all I can make of it. But right now, Twitter is still Twitter, and I think people are still going to call it Twitter. I don't know. Shem, stop searching X-rated.
Sorry. Shem's scrolling down on hashtag X-rated.
I know Shem went down 6. You know he did.
This is the Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Julia sent a text yesterday, Roz.
Yeah.
Like in the afternoon, so we weren't actually here in the Roz and Mocha studios.
Okay.
With just 3 words to the text that I need to get the full story, full clarification on. Julia wrote, I met Roz.
Oh.
So, need to know when this happened, what the encounter was like.
Oh my gosh. My friend Tom and I, we went to the movies on the weekend to watch Barbie Oppenheimer, and it was our Barbie episode. And when we were going into the theater, so we went to the theater, we were in VIP, and we were sitting at the very back. And then all of a sudden, I saw Roz walk in, and because I think I was like checking out the people who were sitting at the very front row of VIP. I was like, "What the heck? Who sits there?" And then I saw Roz walk in.
Yeah.
And I saw Roz, and I was like to Tom, I was like, "That's Roz." And he's like, "No way." I was like, "Yeah." And that's Catherine right beside him. And he's like, "What? No way." And I was like, "Yeah." And I was like, "Here." And I opened up the Instagram. I'm like, "See? Look." And if anything, it was Catherine that gave it away because we didn't know if it was for sure Roz. And then I was like, oh my gosh, that's so crazy. And then it was funny because when we went to the theater, Tom was driving my car. My car is like a small car. So when he parked, he kind of parked diagonal in the parking spot. And I was like, well, that's a weird way to park. He's like, and the theater was kind of empty because we went in the afternoon. And so he's like, no one's going to park near us. And then actually Roz ended up parking beside us, but we didn't know at that time. But what made me remember was when we were walking in, I remember there was a girl behind me wearing a pink shirt for Barbie. And I was like, oh, I wish I would have wore pink for Barbie. Like, I missed my opportunity. But then what made me think it was them was because right when we walked in, they also walked in the theater. And I was like, oh, it must have been them because they were the only ones that also went in the theater at the same time as us. So then while we were right before the movie started, I was like, oh my gosh, I think I have Roz's book in my car. And And then Tom was like, what? No way. I was like, yeah, it was my book I read when I had to bring my cat to the vet. And he's like, really? I was like, yeah, after the movie, I'm going to run to the car, and you watch where they go. So in case it's not them beside us, then I can still get the autograph. And then so after the movie, we left, and then I went to check my car, and then I actually did have Roz's book in my car, and then we were waiting around. But then by the time Roz came out, I think I was too starstruck, so I didn't say anything, and then they were getting in their car, and then thankfully my friend Tom was like, he just took the lead and was like, hey, can I talk to you? And I guess Roz saw him, and then Roz signed my book.
So, Roz, do you in fact remember Julia?
I do remember Julia.
Oh, okay. So you signed the book?
Because Tom sort of scared the hell out of me a little bit.
Why?
Right? Well, because I'm...
that's what he...
Well, no, because I'm terrified of getting carjacked, right? You know what I mean? And I believe that we were in the same parking lot where like Mitch Marner from the Leafs got carjacked, right?
Okay,
you know what I mean? And no offense, but our car is way better than your car, right?
Damn.
And so I go walking onto my side, and then I just see a guy walk around from the back of the car and approach me. But because ours is like pretty tall, I couldn't see over it, so I was at my door and he was walking around, right? And then I realized I could take him, and it was fine. But no, he was very cool. And then he was like, "Hey, can I tell you, are you Roz?" And I was like, "Yeah." And then I walked around the car and I met, what's your name again? Julia. Julia. And then I met Julia, and then Julia had her book, and it was, you could tell it was a book that had been read because like the cover wasn't on it, and like it looked like you had been going through it.
It was very worn in.
Yeah, I was very impressed by that.
Oh, that's amazing. Good thing you had the book in the car, Julia.
I know. I was like, if I didn't have the book, I probably would have asked. But I was like, it's just meant to be.
So good.
Julia, thank you so much for the text. Thank you for listening. Thank you for buying a copy of Roz's book. And thank you for sharing your encounter with him. Between Roz and Mocha, who is your favorite?
Definitely Roz. Sorry. I don't want to say sorry, Mocha. I know Roz doesn't like that. But yeah, Roz.
Too late. You already said it. You're the best, Julia. I love you.
Love you guys.
The Roz and Mocha Show
Podcast.
No, you're not on TikTok, Roz.
I am. I just don't use it.
Oh. So you don't know about like the Barbie boyfriend test?
The what?
That some women are commenting and posting about.
No.
Like Shem knows.
What is it? Hit me. Come on.
You know about this,
Let
Shem?
me in on this.
I'm just laughing at Roz knowing it.
Let me in on this.
No, not knowing it.
Not knowing. That's what I meant. Not knowing it. Sorry. Yeah.
Girls are saying that it's a red flag that their boyfriend doesn't want to go see Barbie. Or if their boyfriend doesn't want to see Barbie. And a red flag as well is if he doesn't get the deep meaning or want to talk about how the girlfriend feels about the Barbie movie. However, a green flag is if he brings up going to watch the movie.
Right.
If he's the one to initiate.
Oh, that was you, Roz. Green flag.
I didn't initiate it. I mean, I wanted to see it, but I didn't initiate it.
And then a bunch of the posts that women are sharing, it's like, just a text with music playing in the background.
Sure. Yeah.
One person who goes by @chai.t.ghost. I don't know what happened to you guys, but this movie made my boyfriend a better person. And he was already so great. Like, he's been sending me Barbie TikToks nonstop and interpreting everything and understanding my perspective as a woman watching the movie. This is what the movie was made to do. It's not about who's the superior gender or whatever. It's about bringing people and their views together and making them equally important and valued. I've never seen this man so emotionally invested in anything ever, I'm pretty sure. He loved it. I love that he loved it. I love him. Thank you, Barbie.
Yeah.
There you go. Somebody in her comment section replied and said, guys can't be thinking that hard, to be honest.
No.
And that's from Chai Tea Ghost?
But as a man going to see Barbie, like, you have to get, like, what it is and understand the satire behind it, but also the meaning behind the satire and everything else. Because when you watch it, like, in that Barbie world, right? Like, and then when they go into the real world, like, every single male character in that movie, whether they are Barbie world or real world, like, every single male character is either like a complete idiot, a villain, or like useless. every single right, like that's the sort of world that they created, right? To just emphasize their point. So like you can't be offended by that, although it's like you're sitting there watching and you're like, there's not one guy, like there's no one guy, right? Like there's no sort of
like, pretty cool.
No, like there's no one guy. Like they're all like the Kens are like
real Kens.
Oh my! Like
Is it hard to follow?
No. But the Kens are.
I thought you didn't watch the movie?
No.
Corey?
No.
Okay.
The
Did you watch it yet, Shem?
Not yet.
Oh, are you going to?
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh, okay.
The Kens are dumb.
Yeah.
Right? Like, and when I mean dumb, I mean like they are next level dumb. Really? Oh my God! Like it's so and like an Alan is probably the dumbest of all the Kens.
Which one's Alan? Is that is Alan?
It's what's his name?
Michael Cera.
Michael Cera.
Oh, poor Michael Cera. I love Michael Cera.
He's great. Michael Cera's great.
Is he?
Yeah.
Although
Does he
Alan dolls now are selling like crazy on eBay.
I know. But yeah. So you have to like you're going to sit there watch the Barbie movie, but you have to understand, that it's not even for like little kids. It's for moms, right? It's for people who are grown, who sort of grew up with Barbie. But they take all the shots and they do all the explanations and they cover their ass, but they bring up important issues. But when you're watching it, it's like, oh man, these the dudes in this movie are all.
Did you love it?
Useless. No, I didn't love it, but I don't.
It was enjoyable.
It was fine. Like it was fine. Catherine laughed the whole time we were watching it, and she enjoyed it. But you don't. Not everything has to have deep meaning for everyone, right?
Oh wow! So I shouldn't read you this other TikTok then.
Yeah, go for it.
It's the Barbie boyfriend test.
Yeah.
And these are just like, there's no audio. It's just like the text that's on the screen.
Yeah.
I genuinely, so this person, by the way, her name is Rose.
Yeah.
I genuinely think taking your boyfriend to Barbie should be your relationship test to decide if he's a good potential long-term partner. How does he react when you tell him you want to go with him? What are his thoughts on why certain things are happening in the movie? How does he feel about Alan?
Yes. But it's crazy because I know, like, I've known women in my life where they are like, my daughter will never have Barbie. Because there's people who think that, it's like, she was the first Kardashian, right? Like such a terrible influence over young women. Like there's women who just will never allow Barbie into the house.
So did Roz pass the Barbie?
Yeah, absolutely. He went to the movie.
I sat front row.
Oh yeah, facts. A
Okay.
plus.
Yes.
Plus.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
So Simu Liu has responded to the rumors and all the stories that he's the hated Ken. So there was a video from when Ryan Gosling and Simu were in Toronto doing the red carpet. And there's a moment where they were posing for pictures where I guess Simu went to put his arm around like Gosling's lower back. And then Gosling like moved away. And it's sort of hard to hear, but it sounds like he said, don't hold me there, man. I mean, do you want to touch me like that? And then Simu said, he made a joke out of it. And he said, you don't what? Oh, it's too tender. Fair enough. And then there was sort of like a laugh. But the look on Gosling's face was like, bro, right?
Yeah.
And then there was,
how dare you?
How dare you? And then there was, I guess, another clip where somebody asked Margot Robbie which one of the Kens was the most like their Ken in real life. And she said Simu because Simu's Ken in the movie is like a total a-hole.
Oh, no.
But then at the end she said, but I love Simu, right? But everybody cut that part out where she says, but I love Simu.
Oh, of course.
So now it's just
Damn,
the clip that's gone viral is just this. So Simu, who not a lot of actors are posting on social media right now, but Simu posted a picture of himself of him and Ryan at the red carpet in Toronto. And he said, I'd beach off with this Canadian again in a heartbeat. He is the best human in every way, especially when he jokes around with us on the carpet and on set, infecting all of us with his Kenergy. So Simu was saying that was all like an inside joke or like it was just a joke. I don't know if you look at Ryan. If you look at Ryan's face.
We're really best friends.
And then he says, now let's get back to the issues that matter, like supporting our striking actors and writers fighting for fair wages. So Simu had to come out and say that there was no issue because when you watch the clip, though, it really looks like there's an issue.
Yeah.
Like, you really.
Yeah, Gosling didn't look like he
No.
You don't
He
touch the
enjoyed.
Gosling.
There, look
He didn't enjoy it. It's like, yo, you're not going to find them. You're not going to find the 10 rings over there.
No.
All right? Answer yourself, sir. I know you're Shang-Chi and everything, but.
Yeah. And fans are like divided about this, like whether Gosling was being the a-hole or whether Simu was being the a-hole because he touched him without asking, and like all this stuff. Like people are heated.
I don't know. I think if like you're working
I
on a
was
movie.
there.
Yeah. Did you see this happen though?
Yeah. They came out at the same time. They posed before doing all the interviews over at the
But
photo
you didn't
area.
notice this moment though.
No, but I noticed that they were joking around. Like if you watch the whole thing, like they were jokey through the entire photo moment.
Yeah, but this moment is what we're talking about though.
I know
Because
that,
the
but I'm just
jokes-
saying I
this-
don't think that he was legitimately mad.
I don't know. He was, maybe it wasn't that moment, but he's a professional though. Like, was he going to be like angry for the rest
Well,
of the
if you're
pictures?
on the move, I guess that's why it's called acting, right? Like
Yes.
if they were on set together and like their camaraderie seemed genuine and.
I don't know. You watch that video again more, and like the look on Gosling's face.
Oh, I
was
saw
not-
I totally.
It's not.
Yeah.
That's not like. And then then you turn it on, right? The pearly whites. Come on,
Yeah.
pose
You
this
have-
way. Look
you
over
know,
here.
Like
over here.
everyone's there. You're there to promote the movie. You don't want to make
Yeah.
it seem like there's any animosity or anything like that. But like, you know how angry you'd have to be at an individual or just like not like that person to in public while promoting a movie, like one of the biggest movies of the year, for you to tell that person, you don't touch me.
This is like when everybody said Harry Styles spit on Chris Pine.
Yeah, exactly.
Right?
Yeah.
Right? That became the story. That became the story of that whole movie.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Spitgate. Yeah. So I don't know what this is. I don't know what you call this.
Armgate.
I don't know. Like
Kengate?
maybe.
Leave your house to
guess.
yourself.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Started watching that new season of Too Hot to Handle on Netflix.
Oh, God, you did? Shep, you finished that one, right, Shep?
Not finished, but I'm close.
No one's talking about it though. Is it not good?
No, it's good.
Oh my God.
Is it? I gave up on Too Hot to
so
Handle.
did I. And then we just put it on the other night. And this is like, since those first two seasons, right? Because the casts have just been terrible, right? Like it's all about the casting. And the cast this season is awesome.
Really?
Oh my God, it's
What
so
makes them
good.
awesome? What makes them different from
They're
what
all super
it's been
horny.
lacking?
They're super like and I mean more than the others, but they sort of and there's one guy, oh my God, this guy, he's so cool. He didn't boo up with anybody like out of the gate. Name is Dre.
Yeah.
And he's like calls himself Detective Dre. So as soon as they found out they were Too Hot to Handle, he's like creeping, like trying to catch people. Right? Like
When does this season come out?
it's been out forever, dude.
Like it's
been
not
out for
a
a little bit.
new one.
No, it's
Yeah.
new.
it is, yeah.
So I wonder, you
Yeah.
remember when we did the interview with the girl
it
that
starts on a boat this season.
that she narrates the show?
Yeah.
And she had said they filmed, is this like part of the chunk that they filmed where they did like 3 seasons?
Maybe, yeah.
All back to back to back,
Yeah.
where they had to obviously keep it in secret and they had to tell them different things about what the show was before they did the big reveal.
But you had, so there was like 3 couples kind of thing where they'd all decided that they were going to sleep in each. So Too Hot to Handle, if you've never seen Too Hot to Handle, is it's like a one of those island dating shows, but they go on the show and they all are super horny and they just want to like drink and do stuff, on this reality show. They thought it was on a boat. But then they find out that there's $200,000 up for grabs that they can all split. And the only way to get the money is there's no kissing, no touching, no stuff, whether solo or partnered up, like hands off abstinence across the board.
Do
right?
they all freak out when they hear the Lana notification go off and they realize that they're on Too Hot to Handle?
They lose their minds.
Of course.
They
Because
lose
this is
their
now
minds.
like this is
Yeah.
or right there, it's a game changer.
That was my ringtone.
It's a game. But you had these 2 couples, right? They look at each other and like, listen, I don't want to get blamed for losing a whole bunch of money. And so this one guy goes to the other guy and he's like, what if like we have a partnership, like, like alliances, like it's Big Brother or something like this.
Okay.
Right. And they're like, what if me and my girl and then you and your girl, like what if we all make out at the same time? And that way it's not just us and it's not just you. And then they go off and they tell the women and the women are like, hell yeah, let's do it. And so they're all in like one room, like it's 9th grade in somebody's basement, like making
But then
out.
you still lose money. So what? I don't understand.
They didn't want to get blamed solo. right?
You needed, as a group.
They
you get
started.
blamed.
They started
It
an
feels
alliance.
better, I guess.
That's how you get voted out, man.
Yes. When's the last time you made out in the same room where somebody else is making out?
Overnight camp.
But so when was that?
When you were 9?
Who were you making out with at overnight camp when you were 9?
Yeah, I think you're lying.
No, it's when all the guys were teaching each other how to kiss.
Don't count,
hold
man.
on it then. On the lips to lips.
Yeah, we were teaching each other.
Hold on a second.
No tongue.
Wait a second. You were kissing a boy?
Ryan.
I don't believe you. And
What's his last name? Solomon.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
And two other boys were kissing in the same room?
They were on the upper bunk.
Kissing.
Yeah, they was like they teach each other how to do it. So when you walk the girl back to her cabin,
right,
you could be a stud.
Wait a second.
Hold on.
You make it sound so normal, Maury. Right? Like you went to kiss camp.
Were you expecting to say that story for all of us to be like,
Wait a second. You went to an all-boys kiss camp to learn how to kiss girls, but like you learn on boys?
Yeah, well, where else are you going to learn?
You also, again, you say that like it's so normal. Like we all just get it.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh, yeah.
No, more. Like you went to camp and there just happened to be like other gay kids there.
I mean, maybe.
I mean, what do you mean maybe? Right?
Camp Northland was wild.
Okay, so you were kissing in the same room as two other people kissing. So how old were you then?
Me?
Yes, to answer the question.
Oh, like 12?
12. Okay, so
hey, is this Ryan? I'm looking on Facebook at all the Ryans or just mentioned. I'm glad you mentioned first and last name.
Yes.
Is that him?
Let me see.
Because I'm about to text him.
No.
That's not him.
Oh, Maury, all disgusted that you chose the wrong Ryan. How dare you? How dare you? Chef, when's the last time you made out in a room where other people have been making out the same time? And I don't mean a club where there's a lot of other people there, but I mean like...
University.
University?
Yeah.
I thought you were going to say church.
Hey. Church? Church?
Yeah, hallelujah.
Damn.
Mocha, what about you?
No, over to you, Roz. Come on,
when was the last time?
At your wedding?
What do you mean at my wedding? Who was making out in the same room with me at my wedding?
I don't know. I'm asking you.
No. I was probably... like in the early 2000s, I guess.
Wow.
Yeah.
What happened?
Early, what do you mean what happened? I was on the bottom bunk. They were on the top bunk.
This is the Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
There's a new horror movie coming out on August 30th about a killer sloth.
Come on.
Yeah.
A slow death.
It's called Slaughterhouse.
Oh, that's...
Yeah, you're alone on that one, more.
The tagline for it is "Don't rush, die slow." And here's the poster, Roz. There's no trailer for it yet.
I don't believe that's true.
And that is the movie poster of just a sloth claw with its long nails, like long claws, with blood dripping.
Dripping with blood. I don't believe that's a real thing at all.
Why can't it be real? It's funny.
No, I don't think there's anybody heartless enough. Maybe the guys who do that Winnie the Pooh horror movie are doing
Can I
this.
read you the synopsis?
Yes, please.
Slaughterhouse tells the story of college senior Emily Young, who aims to be voted president of her sorority. When she adopts an adorable sloth, she realizes the animal can serve as the house's new pet mascot and help her win votes, dubbing the animal Alpha. The new pet is a beloved addition to the sorority house until a series of deaths point toward the sloth as the prime murder suspect. The film becomes a survival story of sisters versus sloth, as the girls wonder if they can make it out of Sigma Lambda Theta alive.
Okay.
I am down.
I'm in.
Slaughterhouse.
Come on.
Yep.
Shem, let's go see this.
It's done.
You and me.
Done.
Come on.
I'm in.
It's probably going to be funny as hell, though. Is it a comedy?
It's one of those horror comedies, Of course.
Like, it could happen. Like, if you trip and fall and your leg gets caught in a branch or something.
Then what? That a sloth is going to creep up on you?
Yeah, or you're sleeping and the sloth crawls up from the end of the bed.
But how do you even shoot that in a horror movie? Like
a puppet.
No, I don't mean like logistically shoot it. I mean, in horror movies, it's all about the jump scare, right? It's all about like you're running from something and the thing is chasing you, or it bursts out of a closet,
and then all of a sudden
or
it's
reaches
there.
around a door, or whatever. Like the sloth hand, like.
So this will be a long movie.
Right, like one death, maybe, right?
If that.
Yes.
No, many people are tripping and falling.
No, I
So
don't.
if you're interested, Slaughterhouse,
If
about
you're
a
interested,
killer sloth, is in theaters on August 30th.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
I was reading this story about Bumble and how they dropped a new app, which is more of an extension of a feature they had enabled on their current app. And it's not to meet a romantic partner. It's not for dating. This one is strictly for meeting and making new friends.
Oh, please. That's an excuse so people in relationships can have Bumble on their phone.
You know what it's called?
What?
Bumble for Friends.
That sounds like it should be on Grindr.
Here's what the company says. With more people working remotely, moving to new cities, and seeking community following a few years of peak loneliness, demand for new and genuine friendships is higher than ever. So after you download the app, you create a profile showing off your interests, explaining what kind of people you're looking to meet. And then, much like with the regular app, you swipe on other profiles who you want to make a connection, a friendship with, or not. And if both people swipe right, then a match is made and you can start chatting. So this is open for both men and women, whereas before, like on Bumble, it's the woman has to make the move, has to make the first contact, right?
Right. Now, I still don't think that you're going to find a lot of guys swiping right on guys because they want to be friends.
Why not?
I don't think it's going
Like
to
I'm looking for a golfing buddy.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't
looking
know.
for a pal to play basketball with.
I think that
I
people are
moved to
just
town.
so used to that format and those apps that it's just you're just searching for women, unless you're on Grindr. But you know what I mean, right? Like, and the idea of like scrolling through guys, and then reading like, oh, what is he into? Like,
I'm very suspect of this app
yeah,
as well.
because I just think that it's just another way for people to hook up, but maybe it just slows the process a bit, because from what I understand, like Bumble and Tinder and all those things, they're not for relationships. Like they're hookup apps. It's like, I'm down if right? Like, hey,
DTF.
Yeah, DTF. Like, let's just, do it. And then that's the end of it. Like there's no sort of long term, there's no relationship building. So maybe this just sort of slows the hookup a little bit.
Maybe.
Where you might be a little bit more inclined to get to know somebody, I guess. I don't know, Shem.
Yeah, I think it's going to be looking for a certain kind of friendship, if you know what I'm saying, right? Like certain kind of friends with benefits, essentially, is what I think is going to be mostly for. And to be fair, I think Tinder and Bumble for sure are hookup apps. I think Hinge, being another app, is probably leans more on the relationship.
Isn't
side
that
of
the
things.
thing that Zuckerberg just started?
No, that's Threads.
Oh, Threads.
Yeah.
Right. Which is a hookup app just based on what people are wearing, right?
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Professional toe wrestling is a thing. There's a champion in the sport, and we have so many questions. So let's just get right into it. Hey, Ben, are you there?
I am indeed.
Ben Woodroffe, a.k.a. Toe-tal Destruction. Welcome to the
That's
Roz
the
and
one,
Mocha
mate.
Show. How are you, man?
I'm not bad, mate. Not bad. How are you guys?
So the vicious world of toe wrestling, huh?
Oh, yes.
Okay, so to explain this to people before we get into how you rose to the top of this mountain, toe wrestling, right, is that you sit on your butt across from somebody else sitting on your butt, and then you extend your legs, and then you interlock just your big toes, and then the match runs kind of just like an arm wrestling match after that point, right?
I couldn't have said it any better myself. It's
Okay,
exactly
so
like that,
your toes are locked. So your toe goes in between another man's toes,
Yeah.
right? And then his toe
Oh,
goes
yeah.
in between your toes.
And then you just
Absolutely.
like wiggle back and forth, I guess, right?
Push.
Or push back and forth, yeah.
Well, yeah, it's sort of a bit of pushing, a bit of wiggling, a bit of jiggling, and all that sort of good stuff. So, yeah.
Ben, how old are you?
I'm 34.
And how long ago did you get into toe wrestling?
So it was officially, I've been playing for the past 10 years, but I started when I was 14. And that was in the junior competitions. But there's been breaks here and there because of injury and that lovely thing called COVID and all that sort of good stuff. So, but on and off for the past 10 years.
What makes you a champion? Like, what do you have that the others don't?
Mentality. So I've got a winning mentality. If I'm going to do something, I do it because I want to win. And I think that should be any sports person's mentality. If they're going to participate, they should go out. Every team that goes out to play soccer or football or whatever you want to say they should go out there to win. And it's the same with me.
And how does one train for a toe wrestling match?
There's a few things you can do. I know Alan Nasty Nash, he used to use something called the toe stretcher. And he also used to shave his butt hair to give him more purchase on the ground.
What?
So
Wait a second. He would shave his butt cheeks?
Yeah. So apparently, I don't know if this is scientifically proven or not, but it would apparently give him more purchase and less friction on the floor. So that basically like Velcro. But I don't know if that's really true or not. But that's what he says.
Do you shave? Do you shave your toes? You know how like swimmers shave all the hair because the resistance.
No.
You don't shave your toes? No.
No. Just had the nails removed. That's it.
Excuse me?
What?
I had both toenails removed.
Your big toe. You have no toenail.
No.
Like you
toenails.
removed them yourself, or you like went to a doctor?
No, I went to a doctor. So, cut a long story short, basically, I said, look, this is my sport, and this is what's hindering me. So basically, the nail itself was digging into the cushion of my toe when I was toe wrestling, causing me a lot of grief.
Yeah.
So I said, look, this is a problem. So they said, right, let's whip them off. So they did.
Oh my God! So do other people in your toe wrestling league have toenails, or have they removed theirs as well?
Guys, they're not as dedicated as me. So they've still got theirs.
Wow.
If I sat down with a shaved ass to toe wrestle some guy and he came in and he told me, like, you found out that he had ripped his toenails out to be a better I would get up and leave.
Yeah. Now, how many championships have you won? How many matches have you won?
Only the one. So
okay.
Last year, 2022. I am defending it on the 19th of August. And I'm pretty confident, I'll be honest with you. But yeah, so I'm hoping, look, Alan's the most decorated sports person in British history. He won 17 world titles. My aim is to get 18. So.
Wow. And how much does a toe wrestler make? Is there a salary for that?
£0, 0 pence.
Oh,
so you do it for the glory, huh?
Wow.
Yeah. Well, it's like I'm like an Olympian, guys.
Okay.
You know, they don't get paid.
You're right.
It's just the same.
When you come out to toe wrestle, like, are you walking out from like a backstage area, or are the athletes kind of there? Okay, so you walk out. Do you have a theme song?
Yeah, I do actually.
Nice.
But there's a band from the UK called Bad Manners, and they did a song called Lip Up Fatty. And I'm a bit of a big lad, so I thought it was quite fitting.
Oh.
You are a fascinating individual. What is your...
Hold on. This is Lip Up Fatty by Bad Manners.
Amazing.
It's not much of a threatening song, though, sir.
Well, the lead singer's name is, funny enough, it's called Buster Blood Vessel.
Oh.
Buster Blood Vessel.
Okay.
If I shaved my head, I'd just look like him or Uncle Fester. So it's one of those.
You are fantastic. Congratulations on all your success, and all the best to you going off to try and break all these records in the world of toe wrestling. Still, our jaws are on the floor after we found out that you ripped both your big toenails out to be a better competitor. That is dedication. Also, you do it for $0.
Correct. Just the love of the game.
Ben Woodroffe, thank you very much for joining us on the Roz and Mocha Show today.
Cheers, guys.
Thanks for listening to the Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Catch the guys live
Weekday mornings from 6 to 10
on Kiss 92.5.
KISS925.com.
Or download the Kiss 92.5 app.